veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the...
All right. We are here at the last show of 2022. And if you're watching this, I want to say Happy New Year. And really, I want to thank everyone for your support, your views, your subscription. On the YouTube, we're broadcasting now on Facebook, Twitch, TikTok viewers, and the podcast listeners. If you're watching this on anything other than YouTube, make sure you subscribe. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Comment if you have any questions or any ideas or anything you'd like to see. I read the comments across platforms and really appreciate the interaction. And I want to wish everyone really all the best in 2023. It's going to be an amazing year. So really appreciative there. So the title for this show is really, we're continuing with the theme with ChatGPT. And I think there's been a lot, I mean, I've got to tell you, as a professor, this has been a huge topic. I've already had there's been a request that went out to give a presentation on it. And I think for us, it's something to think about, like, how are we going to deal with this? How are we going to work with this new technology? What does this mean? It's going to be a game changer. And I've been talking quite a bit about it, and I'll talk some more. You're going to hear more about it in 2023, as well as the Metaverse. So, which I wanted to talk about this too, because the big question is, how does this Chat GPT impact the Metaverse? Well, when you think about this, it's a chat bot. You ask it questions, it gives you answers. The way that I envision it, so beyond the programming aspect, so beyond it being something that can correct and write code, I see it as a way to answer questions to avatars in the metaverse. So for example, if you have land, and instead of hiring someone to be kind of on your space and to chat with people that are visiting your virtual experience, you can have Chat GPT converse with them. So it could, someone asking a question, it gives you an answer, right? So it can be used in that way to take place of human interaction or conversation as far as text. What I also see as the next step is that we'll have, because right now, if you go to ChatGPT, you type in a question, it types an answer. But the next thing you need is just to add a voice to it. So now you can type in a question, and now you get a voice answering. Then the next thing is you ask it a question, and then it answers that question for you. So you hear a voice. So instead of just input, the interface being a text-based interface, it'll be a voice-based interface or text, and then you get the voice or someone reading that text back to you. So I think that'll be the next level in the metaverse, to give you that some real-time interaction. And this can also be used when you think about the metaverse, you think about highly immersive video games. Now you can have characters that can interact with you and answer questions off the cuff. So instead of preset statements, now you can ask characters or avatars certain questions and they'll answer them. Or you can interact with different characters, areas, features, or ask it could be serve as a help area in the metaverse, and it can answer questions for you. And one of the things to think about, because I put it to the test. So if you saw the last video where I gave ChatGPT 5 questions from the 2021 CPA exam, Certified Public Accountant exam, I gave it 5 questions. Out of the 5 questions, it got 2 right. So you would say, well, that's not exactly great. It isn't. However, the thing to keep in mind is that the more questions I'm asking it, the better it's learning. So the reason it's open, the reason I think they're spending $8 million a day by allowing it to be free is because they're improving it for the 4th, I think it's going to be the 4th iteration of the application. So eventually what's going to happen is that it's getting better. So today it's getting 2 out of those 5 questions incorrect. However, after I put them in, tomorrow it may get 5 out of 5. So it's learning and it's not stagnant. So this is something that's going to keep improving. So the naysayers may say, well, it doesn't answer the questions correctly. Oh, the grammar, it's a little funny. So it writes a little funny. True. However, it's getting better, and it's not always going to be that way. So you think about the internet. I always try to go back into time. Think about Google, think about the internet, think about search. Wasn't always the greatest, right? So, you wouldn't get exactly what you wanted, but over time, you go to Google, you go to search, it's gotten better. So just imagine that's what's happening with this. Now, here's the question. This is for the naysayers. Well, it may take time. It may, but it may not. We don't know how much time it will take for it to get better, and we don't know in what areas would it get better. Will it get better in the writing portion? Will it get better in the whole, let's say, mathematical, answering certain questions? Maybe there's a sweet spot. We don't know, but the key is it will improve, and those improvements will continue to increase, which means that if we're thinking about from an educator perspective, hey, it's going to get better. 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5, okay, but it's still got some right. So that's the key thing to keep in mind, I think. And with the metaverse, the same thing. The applications will be connected. It'll be tied into the metaverse. Will it be like this amazing thing at first? No. However, it's going to get better. And what I tell everyone, and especially when I talk about this in my metaverse course, I explained that this is the time to find those sweet spots. So everybody's talking about, I want to do business, I want to do different entrepreneurship. Well, these are the problems that need to be solved. One big one, what are the applications for this to be used in the metaverse? I just named one. You know, you could have text and then have the AI talking back. So text to voice instead of just typing something back and answering in a chat. So these are the things that are problems that will need to be solved, and problems that need to be solved are businesses. So these are things that need to be thought of. These are also things that are going to displace a lot of people. And I know I read in different forums and listen to podcasts where programmers are like, whoa, wait a minute. You know, this is really going to, pretty soon, our job is going to be, as a software engineer, it's going to be not the same. I won't say it'll be eliminated. However, the way they're using, the guy was saying he went to ChatGPT to help with some code and it fixed the code for him. So eventually, if you think about it, you can just go and tell it to write the code. But the key is, I don't know certain codes. I wouldn't know if the code is good or if it's bad. So you'll need someone to do that. But again, that value of someone actually sitting down and writing it out, it's not going to be the same if you look at that and you see how these applications run. Same thing with the metaverse. So a lot of things now that in the metaverse, they take some type of human interaction, because now if you think about it, it can be implemented where you just have avatars in the environment and you can have some type of AI doing all the conversation and talking to people. And pretty soon you may not know if it's a real person or if it's an AI avatar that's in a space with you. You don't know. And you can have these sort of interactions in the metaverse. I also think that the AI will go into the metaverse. So we'll go into a room in the metaverse and then talk to the AI and ask questions, and it will give us kind of, if you think about Jarvis in the Avengers with Tony Stark, we'll have some type of AI where we can talk, ask questions. Can you do this? Can you tie this in together? We'll still have to think of the ideas. So creativity will be at an all high, but it will be able to put things together for us. So it's an exciting time. It's an amazing time. I think it's important to embrace the change and to look forward to it, because it's going to lead to new ideas and new ways of doing things, which I think is going to be great and amazing. So again, Happy New Year. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to reach out to me. And again, have an amazing new year, a wonderful 2023, and thank you so much for everything.
In my veins, I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame, cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed, all the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say, I don't push